Here's how I think anyone, and I mean anyone with a heartbeat, and of course is 18 or over, can do real estate and scale a portfolio from $0. The deeper I dive into real estate, the more I realize anyone can do this. There's literally nothing special. There's no secret formula to scaling a real estate business. It's all just intentionality and consistent action. And the coolest part about this action is that anyone can take the same exact path, and there's enough out here for all of us. Here are the exact steps you can take to launch and scale your real estate business, your real estate portfolio from $0. Okay, first things first is you need to adapt the idea of not keeping your mouth shut. All right, the most important part in anybody's real estate journey, especially in the beginning, is spreading the word that you are now in real estate. Now, whether you bought real estate, sold real estate, you might not have done anything in real estate, you're still in it. Even just by watching this video and beginning to immerse yourself in content and ideas and just overall knowledge of real estate, you are now in real estate, and you need to be screaming to the heavens that you are in real estate so that everyone in your circle is aware of exactly what it is you're trying to do. The most simple way to break this down to everyone in your network is that you are buying houses. You are looking for houses to buy. You are actively looking for your next investment. When you're getting started, your network truly is going to be your network. Now, here's a little bonus tip that I want to throw in here. Your network is certainly going to be your net worth, but it's important that you're also attractive to people who don't know, like, and trust you yet. And the easiest way to do this is by building a brand. Now, this video isn't going to go into as much detail as we possibly could in regards to forming your LLC and how you form your LLC and blah, blah, blah. We will save that for another video. And although an LLC is crucial and important, I want to emphasize the brand part of your business more so than the legal structure of your business. You need to take a few minutes, few hours, but no more than one day, because action is important and we don't want to get stuck on one action. You need to take no more than one day and come up with, what is your business name? What do you want your logo to look like? What's the color scheme of this business? What font are you going to use on your flyers and in your videos? You're going to use this business name to then obtain all of the social media handles that match that business name. So for example, my business name is United Home Relief. I made sure that on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, @United Home Relief was available. And then more importantly, I needed to make sure that www.unitedhomerelief.com was available, and I quickly secured all of those. Now, all of these branding mechanisms I just explained have a purpose, a deep purpose, but we're not talking about that today. Again, that can also be on an entirely different video about branding, or you can follow someone who specifies in branding. But the reason why I want you to take one day and take all of these actions to create the brand is because these simple steps show strangers that don't know you that at the very least you are intentional and serious about launching this business and creating a brand and a business that has the purpose of doing real estate. You're not just a person who had an idea of investing in real estate and is now telling everyone that you want to invest in real estate. Because as you can imagine, if you're a seasoned investor like me, or even someone in a different industry that you're looking to partner with or jump into the real estate business with, I'm sure we've heard this story before, and we need something to decipher who's serious and who's not. And I find that these simple steps in starting a brand do a really good job of that. Because after all, human beings cannot be trusted. We are temperamental. We have one idea we're in love with one day, and then we change it the next. Businesses, not so much. Once a business is formed and it has a look and feel, yes, anything can come to an end or dissolve or fail even. But it's less likely that a business will change its mind fly by night than a person would. Anyway, moving right along, these branding concepts along with a social media presence, and I don't even mean having a lot of followers, just simply having social media pages with maybe one or two pieces of content, your logo, a screenshot of your mission statement, who cares? These small gestures are also going to open up a whole new world, the world of social media, of networking opportunities. So again, if the first thing you're telling everyone is, hey, I'm in real estate and I'm looking to buy houses cash, what better place to do it than on social media where billions of people reside and spend a significant amount of time daily. Now, disclaimer, using social media to network in this way does take patience and consistency, and honestly, it's not that predictable, not nearly as predictable as the way I'm gonna show you next. But I do recommend that you do it and you get started. It costs nothing. but your time, energy, and effort. And honestly, it gives you good practice talking to people, networking to people, and pitching your business. Now, this next step is different for everyone. And I'm gonna break it down into two parts, two different, it's like 2A and 2B. There's those of you who have the money to invest in real estate and those of you who don't. For those of you who don't have money, you're going to be looking for a deal that you can do what's called wholesaling. This is when you find a property that no realtor has listed, no wholesaler has under contract. You found a property with direct contact to the seller and you told them, hey, I want to buy your house cash. And they said, okay, and you agreed on a price. You are then going to take this property and go find a buyer for that property at a greater price than you and the seller agreed to. The difference in that price is going to be the fee that you make. And this is how you're going to start earning high ticket income, 5K, 10K, to then be able to actually go and purchase your first property and start building your portfolio. So for me, my first wholesale deal was $15,000. Once I made that, I immediately went to step 3, which we'll cover here in a little bit, but I immediately went to buy my first property, which ended up being a duplex where I could do what's called house hacking, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Now, there's another way to actually buy the real estate using no money. Again, we will also talk about that a little bit later in this video, but I think wholesaling is gonna be huge for someone who owns no property, doesn't know how to buy property, and doesn't have the money. It's a really easy concept to learn, and honestly, there's millions of wholesalers doing this, so I know if they can do it, you can do it too. Now, if you do have the money to invest, you can skip the wholesaling step and go right into using your primary residence loan to buy your first multifamily property. Now, there's several primary residence loans. The most popular is the FHA loan, and you can use this loan to buy a property between 1 to 4 units and only put down 3.5%. So that means if you were to buy a property for $200,000, you would only need $7,000 to buy it. So obviously, you know what I'm gonna tell you. You wanna grow your portfolio with the goal of rental income every month. So why would you buy a 1 or single family home? Why not max out and go for a 4 family home? Well, there's a few why nots. Price, location, accessibility. Again, if it takes you 4 years to find a 4-unit property when you could have bought a 2-unit property every year for those 4 years and had 8 total units, obviously we want to jump on the 2 family. So availability, price, etc. all matters in this case. I'll leave that up to you because everybody's situation is different. Now, the caveat of the primary residence loan is that you have to live in it for at least a year. So this is not a loan that you can use to buy a property, put tenants in it, and live somewhere else. You will be required to live in this property. So depending on your age, your job, your family, your situation, I highly suggest finding a property that you're comfortable living in, but you will have people sharing this roof with you. So keep that in mind when shopping for this house. Now, I'm a big fan of sacrifice. So 1 year is not a long time to sacrifice if your goal is to build extreme wealth. So again, we want to move at a certain speed if we want to start from $0 in real estate and scale to ultimately 7 figures in real estate. So you need to get on the hunt for your next 2, 3, or 4 unit property that you can live in 1 unit and rent the rest out, and now get rid of your biggest expense, your living expense. This strategy, known as house hacking, is going to be the biggest catalyst to jumpstarting your real estate investing career and ultimately growing your portfolio. Now, this video can literally end here because every year you can repeat this process. As long as you refinance out of that primary residence loan, you can reuse it again. And I know plenty of people and colleagues who use this strategy every 1 to 2 years to slowly grow their portfolio from 2 units this year to 6 units in 2 years to 12 units in 10 years, and so on and so forth, slowly growing their wealth and working their way to early retirement, time freedom, and financial freedom. But here's how I would use this one deal to scale even faster than that. If you're able to buy 1 property, whether it's a wholesale deal, step 2A, I think, or a house hack, step 2B, or if you were able to achieve both, these are now going to be your case studies. These are going to be the properties that you use to then go to your network, go to your social media and say, hey, look guys, look what I've accomplished. Look what I've been able to do. Who wants to go on this journey with me? At this stage, you're going to begin to solicit partners. You're going to begin to tap into your network, people you know, people who know, like, and trust you, who can also bring their resources, their credit, their money, their knowledge and experience to buy more real estate with you, and 2x, 3x, sometimes 5x the speed in which you can grow your portfolio. Now, in order to grow your portfolio, you're going to need deal flow. I mentioned earlier that social media is not going to be a predictable way to bring in real estate deals, aka houses that are for sale, specifically off market at a discount. The cheaper you buy your houses, the more equity you walk into, which is the more wealth you're building in the long run. So if you can create a predictable way to get a lot of deals in your pipeline for you to look at, analyze, and underwrite, then you can make a lot of offers, ultimately close a lot of deals, and grow your portfolio at that pace. You can be as rich as you want to be, but if you do not have deal flow, you have nothing. So without getting into a complicated way that we use to generate leads and find deals off market, here's a great way to find deals both on and off market using other people who are already experts at finding deals. I like to create a new email. You can do a Gmail, or if you're heavy on branding like me, I purchased my domain, unitedhomerelief.com, and now I can buy as many emails as I want under that domain. I made an email, acquisitions@unitedhomerelief.com. You can do the same at whatever your website is.com. This is the email that I'm going to give to as many wholesalers and as many real estate agents in my area as possible. Side note, many of these wholesalers and realtors have a CRM, a customer relationship management tool, where you can literally subscribe to them, tell them what kind of deals you want, and it will automatically send you those deals every time one comes through their pipeline. So by having 3 or more wholesalers and 3 or more realtors sending you deals to that email, that should give you more than enough deals for you to analyze daily. When you analyze these deals, you want to come up with the price that you're gonna have to get it at to make sure that you cash flow from a rental perspective and that you walk into enough equity. I have a deal evaluation calculator that I can give you to help you come up with that number. Just comment calculator wherever you've seen this video, and myself or my team will personally send it to you. This calculator, or whatever tool you use to analyze the deal, is going to give you a number to offer on that property. And all you're gonna do is make offers at scale, daily. Every time you see a deal you like, make an offer. It doesn't matter what they're asking, it just matters the number that this calculator or whatever tool you're using to analyze the deal gives you. Now, the simple formula for analyzing deals is ARV, the after repair value of the property. That's what the property's worth in its best condition, times 0.7 minus the construction cost. So for example, if a house costs 100 grand times 0.7, that's 70 grand. If it costs 20 to fix up, now we're down to 50. 50 is the highest that we can pay for this property. So very simply put, I want to use that formula and get offers out to as many properties as possible so that I can have consistent deal flow. Now I'm going to use the 2 deals we did in the past, plus these deals that I'm making offers on, and people are saying, hey, I like your offer, I'll sell you my house. I'm going to use those 2 in combination, as well as my networking skills, social media, and website, to find partners who are interested in that deal and deals like it. As said earlier, these partners will lend their resources, credit, money, etc., to partner with you on buying these deals. Now, this part seems complicated, but it's actually quite simple. 50% of 10 houses is more than 100% of 3 houses. So if you're able to obtain 10 houses because you used partners to buy them in the same time that it would have taken you to buy 3 houses, this is a win. Well, how do I make the partners want to invest in the deals? Again, our calculator breaks this down, but essentially, whether it's the cash flow, whether it's the equity, you want to make sure that the deal makes enough money for both of you to split, or makes enough money to pay the partner back, so eventually you can own the house on your own and your partner made money on the deal and they're happy as well. This process ultimately allows you to obtain free houses over and over and repeat this process, and boom, you've scaled into a real estate investing company that repeatedly does the same process with the ultimate goal to build your wealth, build your income, and propel you towards financial freedom. Now, I don't want this video to be too long. This is a high-level bird's eye view video of this breakdown. I can give you tons more details. All you have to do is DM me on whatever platform that you're watching this, the word partner, and if this is on YouTube, you can simply comment the word partner, and again, someone will reach out to you. There'll also be a link in the description or in the bio for you to book a call with me by simply filling out the form, and we can chat in detail about how this process works, how you can do it, and how we help hundreds of people do it as well. A few of the key details that were left out of here is what softwares to use, what tools, what contracts, what banks. All of these are the details that I'm sure everybody wants to know. So like I said, shoot me a DM, comment, fill out the form on a link somewhere. Let's connect and continue to grow both of our networks, both of our wealth, and both of our financial status. I'll see you on the other side.